Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. That was strange. I wonder if my OBS settings got switched around. I don't know why. Can you hear me good or is it too low? Is it too low? I can make it louder. It's perfect right now? It's good? Okay. What did I do? I don't know why that... Sometimes OBS just screws up and it changed my microphone setting for some reason. Why does it do that? Very strange. Yeah. All right, we're back now. I didn't send out an advance warning for this live stream, so I don't know how many people we're going to get. Yeah, my sky is mostly, affected by the full moon, so it's a good day for to just browse around and not do any serious astrophotography. But it's a good day to just browse around and try out some objects with my new L Extreme filter. Wait. Oops. Why does that do that? Hang on, let me fix that. If I can... There, that's better. You can't hear me? What? Now we got another person who can't hear me. Okay, most of you can. Just let me double check my set. Well, I already know you guys can hear me. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, wait. I still want to make it a little louder. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Is that a little louder? I'm not clipping the sound yet. You can hear me now. It's like the commercial. Can you hear me now? The sound is perfect. Good. So I've got a list of targets. I'll show you guys what I'm planning on capturing for this live stream. But let me set up my other stuff here first. I got to get everything connected, then we'll start browsing. No, they didn't move the all sky camera. They didn't move the all sky camera. I'm just zoomed in more because I don't want to take a chance on, their staff showing up. I don't want people showing up. So I zoomed in more to avoid any possibility. Starfront has a policy that they don't really want their employees being seen in social media with the sky cameras. So I zoomed in more. And I can understand that, when people are working, they are allowed to have some privacy. I love Starfront. Let me tell you, it really opened up a whole new universe for me. I mean, I'm capturing things I just couldn't capture before, like dark nebulosity. That's just impossible in my location in Detroit. It's just too much light pollution where I'm at. I'm 20 minutes from the downtown area. I'm 20 minutes from Detroit Metro Airport. That's just too much. By the way, how does that look? I might capture more data on Thor tonight, even though the moon is full. I think I'm going to have enough data to process something cool. I was playing around with the data today. It's very grainy, though. It's very grainy, so I want to capture more data. I've only got about 4.5 hours of data on this. But I think if even though it's not great because the moon is full right now, I think I can still capture enough data to get a really good image. Yeah, it's just very grainy. So I need more data. Even with the full moon, I think I'm going to be able to pull something off here. That's called Thor's helmet. What computer am I using? I'm using a mini computer. I can look up the name for you really quick. I forget. Somebody else asked me that too. Mini. Let me see if I can find it here. That's it. If you want to look it up, that's the computer. That's what I'm using. Now it's very slow and sluggish, but it gets the job done. All right, you know what? Here's a list of targets I've set up. The Veil Nebula. It's called Pickering's Triangle. Pac-Man Wizard. Elephant's Trunk. I've got a list. And then whatever else we can think of after that. Should we go to the first target and see how it looks? Yeah, the computer, it runs hot, but the heat doesn't seem to affect it. It runs good. It's been running all my software. The Butterfly Nebula is one. Let's get this show on the road. We'll go to the Veil. And this is not what we did yesterday in the members. This is going to be Pickering's Triangle. The Seder area, right. We can do that. All right. Now the telescope doesn't really run staggered like that. It runs more smooth, but we're watching this on a sort of a delayed stream here. Okay. I'm going to let the computer do one autofocus, and then I'm going to turn off autofocus. Oh, the propeller. Yeah, that's a good one too. Now here's the full view if you want to see the entire... Oh, yeah, okay. I don't think anyone's there. There's the full view. You can see all these other telescopes. Isn't that cool? But I'll go back to... I'll zoom in. Let's go 200. You know, they have a policy, gotta follow the rules. All right. All right, my computer's going through an autofocus. It only has to do this once, then I'm going to turn it off. We just want to make sure we're in focus for to start off the night. Oh, I had top chat turned on. Let me turn on live chat. I might have missed some comments. And I have slow mode turned on, so there's a 1 second delay if you're wondering why the chat is running slow a little bit. That's just to prevent spammers from going crazy. Now we have clouds in Detroit. And Detroit is very cloudy in the wintertime, so Starfront is going to come in very handy. Yes. It's very simple. I was trying it the difficult way. I have Chrome Remote, and I was trying to do it with Chrome Remote, the software I use. But Chrome Remote has a 500 megabyte limit for each transfer. So what I do is they give you access to the internet. So all I got to do is open a browser on my mini computer in Texas in Starfront and connect to my Microsoft OneDrive. Then I just drag the files over to OneDrive and I have access to OneDrive, from home everywhere else. So it's actually pretty easy. You have full access to the internet. So if you've got a shared drive, in the cloud somewhere, you can upload them to your shared drive. And it's a pretty fast connection too. Gotta love technology when it works. iCloud, OneDrive, Google Drive. I've got them all. I can transfer it anywhere. If you're just joining us, we're going through an autofocus right now, just once, and then we'll start going to each target. Hello, James. Why do you ask that, Jay Polanco? Are you considering going to Starfront as well? Did I make a list, Brody? I set up a list. I've got about 6 targets already set up, and then from there we'll just see if there's anything else. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about sending my Redcat there. And Brave Falls convinced me. He said, this would be great for your RASA, Chuck. And I'm like, okay. The RASA 2, the RASA F2 with F2 speed in a Bortle 1, and like Bray says, it's like having a cheat code because you capture so much data so fast. All right, now we're searching for the first target. Now this software is in mono, but we'll switch over to the color, the software that captures it in color. Brody likes to remind me that I didn't go to Ohio to see the full lunar eclipse. Or the full solar eclipse, I mean. I stayed in Detroit thinking my 99% view would be just as good. And it wasn't. It wasn't even close because 1% of the sun is extremely bright. It's a completely different experience to see it completely full. Total, that is. So that was my mistake. So I always tell Brody,
screw the solar eclipse, Brody.
That's my standard response to Brody. Did Betelgeuse explode? That's funny you mentioned that because I was considering capturing Betelgeuse just to have. I never actually focus or try to capture a single star, but I was thinking about capturing that tonight because it hasn't exploded yet. There's not much I can do when the full moon is out. All right. So we're going to do a 2-minute exposure. Let's switch over to my my color, my other software here. Hang on. Where's Live Stack? Live Stack. All right. Now we're waiting for the first exposure to come through. I'm trying to be organized here because most of the time I'm very unorganized. Like, what are we going to capture next? But this time I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 targets lined up. You don't even notice the eclipse when there's 1%. The sky got a little dimmer, but it's not the same. I was actually very disappointed with the 99%. I guess I just hoped it would be something, but it wasn't. You can't even look. You can't even look at it when it's 99% because the 1% is still blinding. All right, we're waiting for a 2-minute exposure on the Veil Nebula. Sorry, I know I sound stuffed up. It's my allergies acting up again. It's kind of twice a year I have to deal with this. I started hitting the Flonase and some other medication already. Oops. All right, let's see this first image. Hi, there's Pickering's Triangle. That's a 2-minute exposure. That's in mono. That's part of the Veil Nebula. Now let's see if we got it. Oh, let's go back to auto. Hang on here. Let's get that going. It's not easy to do because I'm on a mini computer that's a little bit slower than what I'm used to. It's not letting me, I'm trying to click the mouse button, but it's not letting me right now. I see I don't really have access to the, oh, now it's finally letting me move it. You can see the color once I get this. Hello, Pete. We can sort of see it there. I don't know if this one will help us see it a little better. So I can just brighten it. It's too hard to get these two. What do you think? That's actually looks like a very nice color there. If I can make it a little brighter for us. That's Pickering's triangle. And that's the 2-minute exposure. Click the zoom button. Oh yeah, the zoom. Oh, that might help a little bit. I think that's pretty good right there. For 2 minutes of exposure time. This is a supernova remnant. The remnants of a star that exploded I don't know how many years ago. But it's believed that these remnants are still expanding 1,000,000 miles per second? It was some crazy number like that. There's a number in Wikipedia, but it's really crazy. Let me see if the next exposure is coming. Oh, we should have 2 so far. Oh yeah, we do. This is 4 minutes of exposure time. How does that look? I think it looks pretty cool. Now we're facing off with the full moon. That's not helping the cause here. I want to see what one more exposure looks like. This is 4 minutes so far. I'm going to do something here. I don't think we really need to dither. I don't want that slowing us down here. Auto guide. I'm going to turn off dither for now. 1,000,000 miles per second would be faster than the speed of light. I take it back. What was the number then? Maybe it was 1,000,000 miles per hour. We can't go faster than the speed of light. There is a boundary in the universe. Oh, right, because the speed of light is 186,000 miles per second. So of course you can't be 1,000,000 miles per second. That would be 5 times for, how much is that? 5 times faster? 10,000 years ago. I have to tell you what, I'm very impressed with this L-Extreme filter. It really does seem like it's giving me natural color here. What do you guys think? I like this L-Extreme. Darken it before you clip it. I don't know how to darken it. How do I darken it? Like that? Right there? I was never good with this tool here. Like that, Brody? That's good? A little more contrasty there. Let's do one more image. I don't know if, how much more we're going to be able to see. We'll do one more exposure, then we'll move on to the next target. Yes, Muddy, I haven't seen you in a while. Glad to see you're still a member. Yeah, Jay Polanco, in Twilight, I do sky flats. I'm not using them in this program, but I do use sky flats. No t-shirt necessary. I just point my telescope up and capture flats. All right, that's 8 minutes of data. That's, to me, is amazing that we can see all this with only 8 minutes. You want to move on to the next target now? This is a RASA. A Celestron RASA 8-inch scope. Let's go on to the next target, guys. Let's see the Pac-Man Nebula. I hope it's not near the meridian. I have a problem pointing at the meridian. A lot of these targets are close. My mount is funny that way. I had the same problem in Detroit. I don't know why. I should contact Skywatcher about that. It drives me batty. All right, let me look up Pac-Man real quick. Pac-Man. I just want to see where it's located in the sky right now. No, it's not even close to the meridian. Good. All right. Oh, I still got live stacking on. Oops. Let's go to Pac-Man. And turn off autofocus. I should get that fixed, Dan. You know me, I'm the king of procrastination. Yeah, we can take a look at the butterfly. After we get through my 6 targets, we can go look at the butterfly. Are civilians allowed to own a 30-meter telescope? How big is that in feet? Hey, Vince, thanks for becoming a member. I live stream a lot more almost every day for members. Thanks, Vince. Who could afford a 30-meter telescope? Elon Musk could probably afford it. Your imagination. I can already see part of the Pac-Man right there. What camera am I using for the pier? I'm using an ASI1600MM. Normally it's used for a guide camera, but it makes a pretty good pier camera as well. You can see this person's got the same I don't know who this is, but he's got the same scope as mine, a RASA. Hello, Rainy. You search a nebula on Google and notice they used my image. That's awesome. What nebula was it? I'm probably all over Google. I'm certainly in Wikipedia. I put my own pictures in Wikipedia. And one time it became a Wikipedia image of the day. Can you believe it? Pac-Man Nebula. Nice. Okay, good. Let's see. All right. Oh, are we still trying to center it? Come on. Center it already. We're looking for the Pac-Man Nebula right now. Let's see if the third time is the charm. If it's not, I'll just abort it and we'll... Because it looks like it's... There it goes. It's already in the center. All right, now we're capturing Pac-Man. Let's go back to our sharp cap here. All right, we're waiting for I'm doing 2-minute exposures for everything. Normally I can do 5 minutes, but 5 minutes is a little bit too long to wait on a live stream, so I cut it down to 2 minutes. We want to see results now. There's a brand new Optolong filter on the market. It's called the L-Para? L-Para? I haven't heard about it. What does this filter do? I think the Pillars of Creation might be gone for the year. I don't think I'd be able to see it now, but that would be an excellent target. The Pillars left a while ago. The Helix should be next. Oh, Brody loves that Helix nebula. We can do that. I'm going to get through my first 6, and then we can do the Helix, the Butterfly. We're almost ready to see Pac-Man. I'm trying to stay very organized. And there's Pac-Man. Let's see if... All right, there it is. How does that look? That's a single 2-minute exposure. Now, can I... Yeah, I think I'm not going to flip it. But Pac-Man is upside down. You can kind of see, here's the eye, and here's the mouth right there. Hello, Cheese. My day's going very good, although I absolutely got zero exercise today. I like to go outside and, go for a 2-mile walk, but it's been raining all day. I've got an exercise bike right here. I didn't even use it today. But you know what? I've been exercising every day. I deserve a day off. I think it looks pretty good. That is the Pac-Man Nebula. That's 2 minutes. Okay, we got another image coming through in a second here. This is a live stack. I'm probably a little too close on it. Let's go down to 50%. All right, that's 2 pictures. I don't know if it made much of a difference between 2 minutes and 4 minutes, but that's pretty good. Oh, that's even better. Got rid of the green. I like that. Flip the vert. But I like to see my telescope too, Brody. If I flip the vertical, then my telescope's going to be upside down, right? And then I like to watch the telescope too. I don't want to have to keep playing with vertical. To the average user, they're not going to know Pac-Man is upside down. Nobody cares if Pac-Man is upside down. You're right, I can't do it in the middle of a live stack. I remember that doesn't work. I thought the vertical will flip my telescopes upside down. Let's just see one more image and we'll go on to the next target. It only flips the live stack. Oh, okay, Brody. Well, I'll do that next time. Gotcha. See, I learn a lot from my members here. They're always instructing me how to do stuff. All right, third image is coming through. I don't know if we'll see much difference between 4 minutes and 6 minutes because it already looks fantastic. Let's see. All right, there's 3 images. All right, do you guys want to move on to the Wizard Nebula? Have we seen enough of Pac-Man so far? How about we go on to the next target? Yes. What is the next? I think it's the Wizard, yeah. The Wizard. See, I'm very prepared this time. I got it all set up in advance. I'm not bumbling around like I normally do on live streams. Hang on here, let me just fix some stuff here. Let me delete data that I don't really need here. Veil. I didn't need those either. That's a first. Right. That's a first. Okay, we're going to the wizard. Let's resume. The wizard and Pac-Man are very close, so I don't expect the mount to move too much. Actually, that's more than I thought. Oh no, is it too close to the meridian? See, when it points directly up on that meridian, my mount has problems. I was hoping Starfront, it would have been a different story. I had this problem in Detroit, but I have the same problem in Starfront. My mount just acts weird. If it doesn't want to find it, no problem. I'm sure it'll be close enough. Martin, you've been a member for 35 months, I noticed. I got to put that diamond in place before you hit 36 months. Martin gets a diamond next to his name instead of the crown. Diamond user. Yay. I know you're waiting for that diamond. Oh, there's the wizard. I can already see it. Not as bright as Pac-Man, but it's there. If you're just joining us, we've already seen two targets. We saw the Veil, we saw Pac-Man, and now we're going after the Wizard Nebula. I want to see if it has a problem, because now I'm at the meridian. I want to see if it will really... Okay, it did a little shift. That's good. Please be nice to me because I'm on a live stream. Hey, it did it. All right. All right. No problem there. Make sure the auto guider's good. All right. All right, Brody. Now you said I can, I should do the flip before now. Hang on here. Make sure the data, the folder's empty. Folder. Live stacking. Now, where's that option, Brody? I know it's on the right here somewhere. I'm not wearing my... Oh, here it is. Flip. Are you saying, Brody, just flip vertical? I set the flip for vertical. Okay, we'll see how that looks. Yep. Trumpington is here. Hello, Trumpington. I always tell the story. One time I was doing a live stream and my sisters were on camera. They wanted to tell a joke, and it was so bad, Trumpington tipped $20 for my sisters not to tell any more jokes. Thank you, Trumpington. I hate those stupid jokes. All right, we're waiting for our first 2-minute exposure on the Wizard Nebula. Had to be done. Yeah. Had to be done. Oh, that looks pretty good. Let's see it on here. All right. Do I dare hit the auto color button? Do I dare? I hit it. I didn't see it do anything. That color looks messed up. Wait. Oh, that's good. Right there. Right there. I ain't touching anything. I like this. Read air at the top. What? I like this. I think that looks pretty good. What error? It disappeared? How does that look? There's the Wizard Nebula. That's only 2 minutes of exposure time. Moki Crypto, thanks for becoming a member. I love it. I live stream a lot more for members, almost nightly for members, by the way. For only 99 cents a month. Oh, it couldn't do because it couldn't detect enough stars. Ah. Oh, okay. Thanks for that info, Stan. Hunter, you just gifted 10 memberships. Thank you very much, Hunter. That is very generous of you. Thank you, Hunter. Oh, we got 2 exposures going on now. Need more peeps. I appreciate that. Yeah, I would say if you say it's infinite, that's probably pretty accurate because we're never going to be able to count them all. There's probably an infinite number of galaxies. Who knows, man? Because the universe goes on farther than we can see it. No one's ever going to be able to count them all. It may as well be infinite. I love the Cell Extreme filter. I think it does a great job. I love the color it produces. We're on the Wizard Nebula. Now, we can't really make it out, but the Wizard is called the Wizard because you can see a wizard hat, eyes, and fingers, the hands, but we really can't see it because we're going from object to object too fast. We would need a lot more exposures to be able to see it. And plus the moon is out. That doesn't help. So maybe we can see it on the mono. Hang on here. No, there's not enough info. That's only a 2-minute exposure there. All right, that's the Wizard. Do you guys want to move on to the next target? That's the I've still got 3 more on my list, and we can take requests here. Oh, the next one is the elephant trunk. Steve! Yeah, that was Hunter who gifted you the membership, and thank you for that donation. I appreciate it. Oh, the email you got. The algorithm doesn't. I don't understand that algorithm. Let's go to the next target. Let's go to the elephant trunk. Oops, 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 oops. Abort, abort. Resume on the elephant trunk. There, oh, it's flipping sides. The glare you see across my view here, I have a dome in front of my camera, and you're seeing this glare here because the moon is right there, and it's causing a glare on my dome. That's why it looks like that. Has it been a month? I don't know, Brody. I wasn't keeping track. I don't think it's been a month yet. Okay, we're going to the elephant trunk now, so is this a marathon of how many objects you can find? Yeah, it might be a marathon. Although I'm not going to be online for too long because I still want to capture the flying dragon. So I still have stuff I really got to spend a lot of time on. And I want to finish capturing Thor. Even though the data is not great because the moon is full, I was playing around with Thor, and this is 4.5 hours. I think I'm going to spend one more night capturing data on Thor and just process it, because I like how Thor is coming along right now. I did a little processing on it so far. What do you think of that? I think it looks pretty dang good. I think I'm going to have enough data, even though it's not great. You were gifted a membership and just re-upped. Yeah, I think so too. Deep space. Let's see if the elephant trunk is already in view here after the... I don't even see it yet. It found something. Really? Oh, this might be too faint. We might need a few exposures to see something. All right, we're working on our first 2-minute exposure for the Elephant Trunk Nebula. Yeah, we're going to do a full 2-minute exposure, and then we'll see if we can see anything. Can you imagine if it started to rain all of a sudden before the roofs rolled on? Before the roofs rolled on? That would be a catastrophe, wouldn't it? They have so many telescopes. But they are extra careful. I know. They have to be. Everyone would sue them? No. I wouldn't sue anybody. Accidents happen. And my equipment has withstood the rain and snow in my own backyard, so it's pretty resilient stuff. Oh, I'm sure they got staff 24 hours a day. You know, it's like the Titanic. Iceberg ahead! We're almost done with our first 2-minute exposure here. Imagine, I was wondering that. Do they have a lot of tornadoes in Texas, I wonder? I don't know what the weather is like over there. Oh, nice. We can already see the elephant trunk in a 2-minute exposure. It's right there. And there it is. Nice. I'm not even going to adjust anything. I like this. Can I make it a little brighter? Maybe I will adjust it a little bit. See if I can make it a little brighter. Oops, a little brighter. No. Not too much. I shouldn't have messed with it. That's what I get for messing with it. Right there. That's the elephant trunk right there. Now, that's not an uncommon shape in space. A lot of things are referred to elephant trunks. It blew your neighbor's roof off. Wow. I know, that's impressive for one frame. Yeah, it's only a 2-minute exposure. It's unbelievable. So far, my system is working very good. The mount is finding the objects, pretty fast. No meridian issues. I'm very organized for a change. My live stacking looks pretty good. And it's a full moon, and we're still seeing these objects clearly despite the moon being full. Better than the elephant's foot in Chernobyl. All right, that's 2 minutes on the elephant trunk. I don't think we're going to see much more than that. Let's go on to the next target. That's 4 minutes. The more we capture, the less grainy it would appear, but we're going to keep moving on. The moon is, you see how the moon is getting bright. Now it's starting to mess with my surveillance. That's okay. I shouldn't call it surveillance. I should call it a sky cam. It's not a surveillance camera. All right, we're going to go after the elephant, or no, the Pelican Nebula. I always like this target. Because it looks like a pelican. Yeah, Starfront does it. I shipped all of my equipment to Starfront, and the only documentation I provided was a checklist of everything I sent them. I didn't send them any instructions for USB, where to plug in anything. I gave them 0 instructions, and they did it all perfectly on the first try. I thought for sure there would be a little debugging between them and me, but it worked perfect on the first try. There were little things to fix the next day, like to make sure my remote power switch was working, but I was up and running that first night. I have an ASI533MC color camera on the telescope. I think there's a lot of places that will let you do remote observing, but I think Starfront might be the most affordable. That's what drew me to Starfront. I'm paying $199 a month. That's the lowest price that I've ever heard of. You know, it depends on the size of your telescope. A smaller telescope than mine, I think the starting price is, I can't remember, $140 a month. My price is $199 a month. All right, we're waiting for our first 2-minute exposure on the Pelican. And I still have rigs in my garage, so I can image out of Detroit anytime I want. They cost much more than Starfront. Yeah, I noticed, I don't know how big they are in Spain, but I noticed Starfront went for quantity, you know, so they dropped the price and they're going for quantity. The more they have, it's like a, not, I shouldn't say quantity, bulk rate. The more they have, the better prices they can give us. I wonder how much they cost in Spain and France. Let's see. Ah, there's the Pelican. All right, let's take a look at the color image here. Here it comes. Ah, nice. Now, can you guys see the Pelican? I see it, obviously. You've never seen it, Astro Duck? How is that? I see the Pelican. It's obvious. Does anybody, you guys see it, right? Besides Astro Duck? I think it's obvious. Look, here's the eye. Here's the bill, the long bill, the top portion of the bill. You see that? Here's the eye, the top of the head, the eye, the long bill right there. You see it now? The mouth. You see it? Pterodactyl. First time. All right. Looks like a shoe bill. And that's only a 2-minute exposure. Can you believe that? Even with the full moon out. You never saw it until I showed you. Awesome. Okay, I'm glad to be the first one to show you that. Try to fix the color. What's wrong with the color, Brody? Is it too red for your taste? This is HOO, remember. How's that? Is that better, Brody? Right there? I'm clipping it, but I think it's, now you can see it better. I think that's good right there, right, Brody? How's this? I think this is good. Much better, Cat Lord? Yeah. Yeah, that is better. I agree. Definitely a pterodactyl. What's next? What's next on the list here? Wow, I've already gotten through. I've only got one more here, and then we can start taking requests. You see a beak at the bottom? Excuse me. That's pretty strong. I mean, that's only 6 minutes of data. You want to move on to the... You want to see the Cygnus wall? A Deadpool at the top left. Let's move on to the next target. Enjoy this because I'm never going to be this organized again. After Cygnus wall, do the helix. Okay, we can do that, Brody. I want to see the helix too. Did it already go? It's going to the Cygnus wall. I don't remember. The mount's not going to move much because the Cygnus wall is right next to the pterodactyl. We'll give it the new name. And AstroDuck wants to see Satyr after the helix. Let me just see where the Helix Nebula is. Oh, wow. It's already past the meridian. Wow. I better capture that, Brody, before it goes away for the year. Maybe not when the moon is out. There are so many targets that are going away for the year because galaxy season is coming. I'm making you want to bust out the scope. Yeah. I remember men used to tell me their wives hate me because I would make them, they would see me and then start buying astro equipment. And astro equipment is expensive. All right, we're going after the Cygnus wall. And after that, we'll do the Helix Nebula. See, I've got to, before these targets go away, I've got to do the Helix. I've got to do The Cocoon Nebula. I think I've got time. I think I've got time on the Helix because it's already I've got plenty of time. We're already an hour or a couple hours past sunset, so when the moon goes away, I think I can get started on the Helix. I remember I bought two cameras, the same one, ASI533MC color camera, because I thought I wanted to put a color camera on each scope. And then I changed my mind. I don't really want two cameras, so I put one up for sale, only $50 less than pre-sale. I put it up for sale on Instagram. It sold in less than 30 minutes, and the guy paid me in PayPal less than 30 minutes. That's how fast this stuff was selling. And there's the Helix. God, that's bright for only 2 minutes of data. Look at that. Wow! Look at that's perfect. That's perfect. Look at the color version of that. And that's only 2 minutes. Wow. Perfect, Brody. Yes. You followed my Twitter. Thank you. I like the Cell Extreme filter. Very good. It's doing a very good job. Did I say Helix? This is the Cygnus wall. Did I say Helix? We're looking at the Cygnus wall right now. I can't keep it straight. Brody keeps saying Helix Nebula. Of course this is the Cygnus wall. That's the Cygnus wall right here. I don't know. Or no, this is the Cygnus wall. I don't know who came up with the name Cygnus wall. But overall, it's called the North American Nebula. And I think this is the Gulf of Mexico right here. And here's Florida. It looks like a wall. To me, it looks like a mountain range. I think that's supposed to be the Gulf of Mexico. I'm trying to make up for the fact that I called it the Helix Nebula. See, I know what I'm talking about. But if you see old pictures of this nebula, it really looks like the North American Nebula. But back when these things got their nicknames, the equipment has improved. And so the shapes of these nebula we're seeing more now, and they don't really look like their nicknames anymore. That's especially true for the Crescent Nebula back when we could only see a crescent. But the Crescent Nebula doesn't look anything like a crescent anymore. I have a history of naming things and people incorrectly. I never get your names right. I know. I call Pete Stan. I call Hunter Pete. I can't keep anyone's name straight. I'm old. Is that my excuse? I remember when George Carlin, he was making a joke. He's like, he's over 70. I could crap my pants and get away with it. I'm not there yet. Pete is Hunter, Hunter is Stan, I am Brody. Yeah, right, Astro Duck is Brody. And Astro Cop is Chuck. All right, I think it's time, guys. I don't think we're going to see anything more with the Cygnus Wall. It's already a very strong nebula. We're going to go to the helix. And it's a very low target, too. There's no glare because the moon is behind that telescope right now. So the picture has improved. But it's going to get bad again. Ah! It's already getting bad. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, this guy's moving his telescope. Wait. He was blocking the moon for me. Staff member? Is there a staff member? I better get out of here. I better get out of here. Did you see somebody? We're not allowed to show any staff members. We got to be careful. I didn't see anybody. Don't scroll down. Gotcha. No, no, other way. We're not going to scroll down. We'll stay right here. At the front, I was looking. I didn't see him. All right. Let's go to the helix. Let's pause that. I could just do the exposures in SharpCap, but I'm just used to doing it in Sequence Generator Pro since I'm plate solving from there anyway. What is the name of the helix? NGC7293. All right. So we got to look it up in our framing mosaic wizard. NGC7293. No, I'm getting great images because of the location and the telescope and the camera and the filter. It's a combination of everything, Vince. Although the filter certainly helps. It's a good filter for my color camera. All right, we're going to the helix. This is a low target. Let's see how low my scope points. Yeah, I like planetary nebula too. That's low, but it should be easily findable with my setup here. Did you see another staff member, Brody? I don't. All right. Well, let's change the view. Let's go back to live stacking here. Someone walked past again. I think we can be forgiven. We didn't see them for very long. Didn't see a face. That's good. Yeah, don't tell Bray on me. I don't want to get in trouble. They say, Chuck, you're out of here. And there's the helix. We already see it in plate solving, dead center. Is it illegal to see a staff member? Oh, only one pass. No, but they have a policy. They want to protect the privacy of their employees. I can understand that. You know, when people are working, they don't want to be spied on in public. Like the way I spy on my neighbors. Those kids are playing basketball next door. Hey, now they're coming into my backyard. I do that all the time. Or I put the camera on the guy behind me smoking a cigarette. He has no idea 1,000 people are looking at him. The guy thinks he's having a private moment in his backyard smoking a cigarette. And he has no idea he's on YouTube. That's bad. I'm evil. We're all being watched. Yeah, right. All right, we're waiting for the first exposure to come through on the Helix Nebula. I'm looking up because I got two screens. I see my software on this screen. I see your comments on the top screen. That's why I'm always looking up so I see your comments. There's the first one. There's the Helix Nebula. The staff does change my filters because I don't have an electronic filter wheel. Wow, there's the helix in color and it looks great. Hang on, let me fix this here. Doesn't that look fantastic? There's the star right in the middle that is causing all of this gas to bleed from it. I can see there's an outer edge here. I think that's what Brody is referring to. That's only a 2-minute exposure again. Let's wait for the next one. Is it a white dwarf? Okay. I'm getting great results from this filter. And this is with the moon at 99%. What did I do again? What did I do? Did I misspeak again? Did I call you Brody? Whatever your name is. Do your names really matter? I'm not wearing my glasses. All right, that's 2 minutes. Names don't matter. The jokes are free and names don't matter. I wish I had $1 for every time I got your names wrong. You know what's funny is because I don't see faces, all I see are letters on a screen, and I'm never going to remember. I have no idea what Brody looks like. I know what Hunter looks like. I've seen Hunter plenty of times. And he's a local weatherman. I don't know what Pete looks like. Or Astro Duck. You'll never face reveal. That's what I thought, Brody. And finally I did it. And people thought, "Oh, that's not what I thought you looked like, Chuck." They didn't picture that. You're on TV to 1.5 million people. Now, I would automatically assume Hunter must be rich when he tells me this. I always assume TV personalities make a lot of money. Hunter must be rich. Hell no. So, Hunter, when you go into a grocery store, People actually say they know you? Do they know you everywhere you go, Hunter? Probably just as well. Voices never match the face. Most times, yes. I'm still waiting for the day when somebody says, "You're Chuck from Chuck's Astrophotography." Never happened yet in my 8 years of being on YouTube. Has it been 8 years? Yeah. They probably wouldn't recognize me because I never wear a hat in public. I only wear the hat on my live stream. You'll be the first one. I hate you, Brody. All right. Is there any... Oh, Seder. Astro Duck wants to do Seder. Seder. NGC7293. Wait. Oh, the Heart and Soul. Oh, that's a good one, too. That could be worse. Our bald reveal. Hand goes off. Let's look at Chuck's bald head. That's never going to happen. Balding reveal. I still got some hair on top. You know what's funny is after I take a shower, I get my comb and my hair dryer and I dry my hair. And my brother and my sister are like, "What are you doing, Chuck? You are in such denial. You have no hair." I said, "I have hair. I refuse. I get my hair. I'm done in 2 seconds." Did I say? Your head is your hairpiece. That's what I need, a hairpiece. I had a friend who was in his 20s. He had a hair transplant in his 20s. NGC 7293. I need a wig. Why is it going? Didn't I go to Seder? I thought I went to Seder. Ah, there it is. Oh, what's the NGC number for the butterfly region? Anybody know the NGC? I mean, I could put in the number for IC1318. You think Seder would just work? Let me try that. Yeah, it does work, actually. Good. We'll put Seder, we'll put that star to the left so we can capture the butterfly nebula right there. All right. Excellent. I used to have a toupee touche. Minutes. Resume. Hello, Brandon. I'm looking at the clock here, guys. I think this is going to be the last target. I'm sorry to say, because I got to get back to capturing my flying dragon. That I want to stay on that target and be able to process it. Do you guys want to go to Discord though? After I go back to my flying dragon, we can see if anybody has captured any new pictures. I don't know about Leeway because they did the cable management, so they know what they're doing with the cable management. I sent them all the USB cables. Are you talking about for my Sky camera? It'd probably help, but I don't care that much about the Sky cam. The moon is not always out, so it's okay. All right, we're going to, oops. We're going to the Satyr region, and that's the star Satyr right there. I can already see the Butterfly Nebula. And we're waiting for the first picture for live stacking. Yes, that would be a good test. I know the Antilla, I don't know if that's how you say it, the Antilla UV-IR filter, absolutely fantastic at preventing halos. Halos were not a problem when I was using that filter. Now, I was seeing a filter yesterday with the L Extreme when I pointed at the dolphin head. So that concerns me a little. But I'll wait till the moon is gone to make final judgment. Hello, Sergio. I used to have a friend named Sergio in my neighborhood. I wonder whatever happened to him. Antilla? Antilia? That was the filter they were recommending. When I asked guys at Starfront, what UVIR filter? They said Antilia is a good one. I already see a halo. There's the, I'm not sure if that a halo there, guys? I think I might have to avoid bright stars with this filter. I'm not sure yet. Aunt Leah, how do you know this all the time, Brody? There's the butterfly nebula, and it looks very cool. Let's zoom in and see if we see a halo here. I don't want to jump the gun and say there's a halo. Maybe not. Maybe not. That looks pretty good. Let's wait for the next exposure to come along. Pete, did you see my Thor here? I was playing around with Thor. I think I am going to use this data, Pete, but I'm going to capture one more night of data because I noticed it was kind of grainy. Do you think this is worth doing, Pete? I think it is. And I might process this as though it's just a single. I might not break out the channels. I don't know if I need to break out the channels because the data looks like a good combination the way it is. I don't know if I want to mess with that. That's Thor. I started capturing this yesterday, but I want one more day. It doesn't look that bad. I mean, definitely the subs were hurt because the moon is so bright. But if I capture enough subs, like maybe 8 hours of data, maybe I can do something with this. I think so. But I want one more day of data. 4 hours under a bright moon is not enough. What's that link, Brody? What is this? Oh, Discord. Let's go check out Discord in a minute here. Oh, we got 225 members. Nice. Is the L Extreme worth the... I don't know because I never compared the two. I never tried the L Enhance, but Brody has an L Enhance. thanks to me. I regretted, I held a raffle and Brody won it, and I kind of regretted raffling it because I needed a dual band filter for Starfront. So then I had to buy the L Extreme, which Pete graciously made a big donation for. Okay, that's the butterfly. I was going to say let's go look at Saturn, but because the rings are almost dead on, we're not really going to see much. It looks cooler when the rings are, not level, but the way it's rotating, they're getting harder to see. I'm going to go to my red dragon now. Not red dragon. Well, yeah, it is a red dragon, but it's called the flying dragon. I got to get back to finishing up my targets here. It's a step up from the L Enhance. Yeah, I figured that. Where is the dragon? I think that's it. I captured 51 exposures yesterday. Let's get back on it. Oops, wait. As soon as I make sure this is on target, we'll go to Discord. Oh, I got to turn autofocus on now. And I got to turn my dithering back on. Can't forget that. I was playing around with this, guys. How do I see how many people are in our Discord? Can I right click on here and it shows me something? The best from Optolong is the L Ultimate. Oh, 3NM. How are people supposed to pick between the L Enhance, L Extreme, L Ultimate? It's just too many to pick from. Give one filter and be done with it. Hey, this is the best we got. Here's the members at the top. Show member list. I don't want to. Where does that say how many members we have? Let me go back here just for a second. Okay, now it's going through my autofocus. What is this, Hunter? Is this the Sea? Is that the Sea Star? The new one? Yeah. That's the stand that comes with it? This is it? I wonder what the difference is with this new version. Better camera? I'm kind of surprised. That's... It looks like it's a very heavy telescope and camera for that little tripod. It looks like it's a very heavy thing compressed into a small compartment, from my observation. Oh, it's light as a feather. Is it really? I didn't know that. Okay. Huh. Let's go check out your... let me double check. I just want to make sure everything is going good. You already posted your first look and unbox video this evening. Oh, okay. That's good. Is anybody interested? Any viewers looking at a one-shot camera where you can do everything? I mean, Hunter, I don't mind if you want to post your link. If anybody wants to go there, because I'm wrapping up my stream here. We're just going to go look at Discord. So if you want to send people to your new Sea Star video, I don't mind. Because I'm almost wrapping up. Because, I mean, if anybody doesn't want to buy expensive equipment, the Sea Star is the way to go. No, I didn't see that, Brody. Okay. Now I'm going back to Discord. Where, Brody? I click on members list. I don't see where it shows account. Oh, it's pre-order right now. You can't buy it yet. Oh, that's interesting. It's only $349. I thought this was a $499 tool. The top left. Nope. I don't know where you're looking. Oh, the S50 is $499. Oh, you mean the S30 is a level down from that? It's like a light version of the S50? I thought it was the next advancement up. So this is like a Sea Star Light version then, huh? I just hovered over it. Okay, I'll find it, Brody. Hello, JL. It's a different camera, wider view, wider angle lens addition to it. Okay. So the S30 is the less expensive one, and then they got the S50. So I don't have this, so I didn't know that. All right, I'll find it later, Brody. Lower read noise and more sensitive sensor. Oh, it still sounds like an astrophotography. That's okay, Brody. It doesn't matter. I'm never going to find it. Click. I'm clicking. Brody's not going to give up. I'm trying to see how many members we have. I could see from the link you sent how many members, but I'm trying to figure out how to see that. How many members do we have in our Discord? Click. Click. God dang it. Don't worry about it, Brody. Let's move on to, let's check out everybody's deep space. Is this where we left off? Oh, let's go back. Let's back up. Okay, we saw that one. Chuck's M42 by AstroCop. Nice. Nice shot, Ashton. You kept the brightness. I like that. Very nice. Oh, look at this one. This is Hunter's RGB SHO. Wow, the fossil footprint. Not feeling the greatest today. Huh. I think it looks great. And do you see do you guys see the footprint? This is the fossil footprint, and I think we got the foot, the palm of the foot, and then the toes right here. You see that? The toes. They call that the fossil footprint. Nice shot, Hunter. Oh, nice detail in there. You're a bit under the weather. And there's Thor that I captured last night, but that's incomplete. I'm going to capture more data today. Patience, young grasshopper. Bluegrass. The Fishhead Nebula. Nice. Nice. That's not easy getting those colors right. I have no idea how to see the amount on the PC. Are you... So it's not just me, Brody? But I wanted a count, Stan. I thought there was an easy way to see the count. That's all I wanted to see was count. Why does that have to be so difficult? Oh, look at this. Wait. Who's this? Astrolot, the Dumbbell Nebula. On the dwarf. Nice. Logan. Lunar Halo. Oh, cool. With IFN? Or clouds? Nice. Jupiter. Oh, nice. Who did that one? Bluegrass. Walmart IFN. All right, that's all I got today, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody. Yeah, Brody. Ta-ta. Brody. Okay, Brody, wait. Look on the right side of the screen where the online members, 21. On the Stan is saying on the left side, go to the top. There's no number here. Click on members. Oh, finally. 12 members of 229. Jeez. Okay, let me see if I can find it on my own now. I click on that. Wait. Members. All right, 229. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Now I know how to see it. Yes. Yay, team. Thanks, guys. Woohoo!
The decision is final.